So you're intrigued by the Variable Balans kneeling chair, but you're hesitant to pull the trigger. How can you tell from text and pictures whether this will be a good chair for you? In this video, I will go over all the things that I like and dislike with the Variable Balans so that you can easily make that decision. Hi, I'm Ryan with BTOD.com. The Variable Balans by Varier is a kneeling chair that features a sled-based design, and the idea behind this chair is to put your legs and hips into a more open angle, and the thought process behind this is to alleviate pressure on your tailbone and your lower back. You're allowed to just kind of move freely and stay active while you're working. The Balans is currently sold for around $400 and is available in a wide range of colors. The Variable Balans ended up being one of my favorite kneeling chairs during my testing process, so there are a lot of things that I really like about this unit. For starters, I like the build quality. From the beech plywood frame to the polyurethane foam, all the way through the recycled polyester fabric, everything on this unit is going to be high-end and it's built to last. The next thing that I really like about the Balans is the knee padding comfort. This chair had among the most comfortable knee pads out of all the kneeling chairs that I tested, and that's for a couple reasons. The first is the padding chosen for the knees. It is not thin, so you don't bottom out quickly like on other models, and it is not overly thick, which makes your legs hot and could make them sweaty, which was uncomfortable for me. They stay well padded throughout your entire use. The second reason is that they are angled just right so that they hit your shins and not your knees. When you're using a kneeling chair, your entire shin should be supported, your knee should not be making contact or be raised off. You'll notice that when I'm in this chair, my knees are not touching the pad, my shins are perfectly aligned, which makes it comfortable for extended hours at a time. I am also a fan of the seat comfort on the Balans, especially compared to the other kneeling chairs that I got a chance to test. The first thing that I like is that it has a good amount of foam. Similar to the knee pads, it's not overly padded, which is going to make you hot and uncomfortable, and it doesn't have too thin of padding to make you bottom out after a short amount of time. I also like the seat angle. It is not flat, which makes it difficult to get your shins to touch the pads, and it is not too angled, which becomes a little bit too aggressive and can sometimes take a little bit more effort than you'd like to while you're sitting. The final thing that I like about this seat is the size. It is larger and a rectangle shape, which is different than most of the other kneeling chairs that I tested, which feature smaller and awkward shaped seats. Another thing that I like about the Variable Balans is how portable this unit is. It only weighs 11 pounds, and when you lift it up from the seat, it feels really balanced when you're carrying it. It doesn't awkwardly bump into your legs or fall forward or tilt back. You can easily walk around, take it with you, store it under your desk, move it from office to office. This is really just a nice, portable kneeling chair. The last thing that I really like about the Variable Balans is going to be something that I think separates this chair from almost all of the other chairs in the kneeling category, and that's going to be the range of motion that it provides while you're sitting in the chair. This goes back to the sled-based design that I talked about earlier. You'll notice that it's shaped like a rocking chair. So this allows you to rock back and forth. You'll notice that it has a little kink in the middle that gives you two different zones to work from. A forward zone that allows you to task and be more upright, and then a back zone where you can kind of lean back and be a little bit more relaxed. Now, the other chairs with the more rigid frames aren't going to allow for this motion, so it can become a little bit more restrictive. Another thing that this chair allows, because of the flexible wood base, is it allows you to wiggle side to side, which is something that none of the other frames allow because they are going to be rigid metal or rigid wood frame designs. So you'll notice that this chair allows me to wiggle and rock and move, and I can move this way and reach and move this way and reach, rock back and forth. So you can see that even though I'm in a wood-based chair here and it looks like I'm a bit restricted because of my knee positioning, I actually have quite a bit of an ability to move around, be mobile, and stay active while I'm working. The Variable Balans has been my favorite kneeling chair out of the models that I've tested so far, but that does not mean that it's perfect. It does have its downsides. One of those downsides is going to be its sitting mobility. When you're sitting down in the chair, this unit does not have casters, so it's not going to easily roll around. This usually will affect you in one or two ways. The first is making micro adjustments directly in front of your keyboard to get comfortable for a proper typing position. I didn't find that to be a huge problem with this chair because you're still able to kind of shimmy and shake and slide and kind of move your way around small enough adjustments to get comfortable with the keyboard. The area that I found it to be problematic is when I needed to get to something that was just out of my reach, because you can see I have a little bit of a bending with the frame so I can reach a little bit farther than normal, but I'm not able to roll there. Scooting there is just a tedious task, so reaching for stuff far away from your desk, you're gonna need to get up out of your chair to reach for those objects. The next thing that I don't like about the Variable Balance is that this unit does not have any adjustability. A lot of the other kneeling chairs that I tested had things like seat height adjustment, seat angle adjustment, knee pad adjustment, seat swivel, and these are all things that helped adapt the chair to the work surface. You're not gonna have any of that functionality on the Balance, so if you need those type of features, you're probably gonna wanna look for an alternative product. The next potential problem that I see with the Variable Balance is that I do not think that this is the best solution for people that need a kneeling chair for extended hours in one sitting. I was comfortable using this chair for 2 to 3 hours at a time, but then I would find myself starting to slouch and my posture would be poor, which completely defeats the purpose of this chair. If you plan on using this chair for extended hours, then I would highly recommend getting the backrest edition, which will cost you an extra $199. The final thing that I do not like about this chair is that the base model is not meant to be used on hard surfaces. If you're gonna be using this product on a hard floor, ceramic tile, anything like that, you're gonna need to buy the soft tape edition, which is about $50. This will put a soft covering on the bottom of the frame, which will protect it from the hard surface. I hope this video has helped you to decide if the Variable Balance is gonna be your next kneeling chair. If you'd like more information, feel free to visit us at btod.com and the Break Room blog. And to stay up to date on all of our future kneeling chair videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for watching.